Hey guys, how's it going? So I came across an interesting post. Someone said it's really concerning because a sub was tied up and they were gagged, and they asked their boundaries and limits to be pushed, but then they felt that that was pushed too much because then they started stressing about, you know, safe words, using safe words with the gag, and choking and all sorts of other stuff. Now they asked, how can I communicate this to them? Well, you sit down and you talk to them afterwards saying, I'm not comfortable with having a gag in my mouth, where I'm worried about I can't breathe, because now it's a good thing in that she's now discovered a limit, that she says, look, I don't like this obvious fear of being choked thing with a gag. Should sit down and have a one-on-one talk. With regards to, they want to do it again and have their limits pushed that way, agreeing to actual physical signal, or having the dom continually check in and pause occasionally during play and just sort of study them and look at them and just pat them or reassure them or do something like that. They should communicate that, saying, okay, well, I'm anxious, I just need to know, and look into my eyes and have a look, and all that sort of stuff. Like checking into, particularly when you're limits or you're pushing limits, it's always good to have a check or pause a little bit. It doesn't have to stop the flow of play. It's something, particularly, like I said, pushing limits and introducing new things you need to do, or you should do, so that later on you can read the signs of distress. You know what's going on, what their body is doing, and all that sort of stuff. That's all very important to do. Also, even though the person was tied up, they also knew that they had an out to be able to get out and all that sort of stuff. So that's also an important thing. Letting them know that everything is fine, and communicate what you're doing with them also, and explaining later on. Debriefs, as I keep saying, very important. And it also brought into mind, there was a person I knew who's a very, very competent top and is referred to a lot for newbies. Now, someone interrupted their play, and at the time the person said, okay, it's okay to interrupt the play, and then later on they said, no, it wasn't. I said, well, if in doubt, someone interrupts play or you tries to get in on your play, just say, no, you have not sit down, you have not negotiated with this person, bugger off. Oh, but if they said it's okay, ask them now. I said, no, you don't ask them then, because they're already in the middle of play. That's really, really silly. I go to the default. You haven't negotiated specifically with this person. I don't know about it. I don't care that you've previously played with this person. I'm playing with them now. No, go away, bugger off. You just broke the cardinal rule. Well, one of the cardinal rules of kink play, particularly in public. Don't interrupt the scene, particularly if there's nothing that's like life-threatening or something that is of concern for safety. You're just going to go and interrupt just because you think, I want to smack that ass, male or female, then perhaps you should be taking your ass out of there, because that's just one, rude, and two, really bit of an asshole thing to do. They are not yours just because they're up and they're playing and you see them. Because you see them, they're not yours. Don't assume that they're yours to play with. Particular bugbear of mine, but that's the thing. There are other people that I talk to and I play with, and I let, because they have permission, I've talked with them about to do certain things to me. Other people come in, they're quite free to go, no, wait, did you ask? And I'll say, no, they didn't ask, go away. If they say, but can I now? I said, no, you've already violated the cardinal rule of 1, touching without asking, 2, interrupting play, and 3, well, obviously consent violations. So, as tedious as a lot of people think, things like negotiations and talk and taking things slowly and step by step it allows a much better longer term relationship and play and flow later on. And too many people are interested in, you know, whatever they can get now, which is fine if that's what you want and I want to agree to, but you got to also look at the fact that because of that you will possibly make mistakes, you'll possibly come across things that you didn't expect, and you could be putting yourself at risk, high risk of danger, not only physically but psychologically, particularly if you don't negotiate properly. I've also seen people demonstrate things like chokeholds on people that they've just met, and I'm like, okay, I have an issue with that, because number one, you've just met them. Number two, you might say negotiate with them and talk to them about it, but number three, do they have friends that can spot them? Number four, do you know their medical history? Because even if they're young, even if they're fit, they could still have plaque in their lungs which can dislodge if you choke them or do anything around the neck area. You don't know if they have any underlying issues that are unseen until something bad happens. So that's the risk. There is a lot of risk, and the only way you can communicate, or when you push the limits, is to talk to that person. Just because they are a dom or top G or whatever, when you talk about serious issues such as risk, pushing limits, you are equals. If they don't want to acknowledge or refuse to, like, I won't say cater to, but make adjustments or talk with you and work on solutions about it, you can take your ass out of there. There's plenty of other people out there that will play with you or talk to you about it, and will do it the right way that you want. Sure, person's there now, but there's a lot of people out there that will help you and talk to you about it and take things slow, you know, at your comfort level, even though you're pushing limits. Anyways, Monday, getting back in the swing of things. And yes, I am still wearing the rubber, but yes, it's a rubber dress, but I'll put a top over the top, because, well, variety. Soon I'll be coming up to 4 years wearing rubber every day. 4 years, it's a long time. Another couple of months. I don't know if I'm going to be doing anything special on that day or that month. It'll be interesting. Anyways, love you guys. See ya.